Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Smart Healthcare, where I, a doctor who has proudly stepped into my 60s, share small yet meaningful insights about senior wellness. Today, I want to talk to you about a part of your body that often gets overlooked. It sits quietly below your knees. It doesn't complain much. It rarely causes pain, but it holds the power to determine whether you can walk steadily, keep your balance, or experience a dangerous fall the next time you stand up. I'm talking about your calf muscles and a deceptively simple exercise called the calf raise. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt a sudden dizziness? Have your legs felt like lead at the end of the day? Or worse, have you ever tripped or fallen after taking just a few steps? If so, you're not alone. A former patient of mine, Ruth, 73 years old, once told me, "Doctor, I was just doing the dishes, but when I turned around, my legs didn't respond fast enough. I fell." She had no heart issues, no stroke, but over time, her calf muscles had weakened, something no one had ever warned her about. You see, scientists often call the calf muscles the second heart of the body. Why? Because every time you raise your heels and contract your calves, you're helping pump blood back up to your heart. When these muscles weaken, blood starts pooling in the legs, leading to swelling, fatigue, varicose veins, and in more serious cases, blood clots or sudden drops in blood pressure when you stand. A study from the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that regular calf training improves blood flow, reduces venous insufficiency, and helps stabilize standing blood pressure. I remember another patient, James, 69. He was once a strong Marine, tough as nails. But recently, he told me, "I'm no longer confident walking down my own front steps. My legs just don't listen anymore." He didn't have nerve disease, no spinal problems, just severely weakened calf muscles. After only 3 weeks of doing calf raises, 5 minutes every morning, he came back smiling. "I can walk around my house without my cane now, Doc." That's not a miracle. That's knowledge and consistency. And you can start today. No equipment, no gym. Just stand near a wall or kitchen counter. Lightly place your hands for balance. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart. Slowly rise up onto your toes. Lift as high as you can, like trying to peek through a tall window. Hold for 2 seconds at the top. Breathe in. Then gently lower your heels. Breathe out. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Do 3 sets, 3 times a week. Don't rush, don't force it. Feel each movement. As you grow stronger, try raising one foot at a time, or do it on a stair step to increase the stretch. Here's something I want you to remember. Falls are the #1 reason older adults lose their independence in the U.S. Millions are hospitalized each year simply because.
Segment 2. Push-up. Regaining strength and independence after 60. Have you ever felt this? One morning, you open your eyes, try to rise from bed, but your arms can't quite push you up. Or maybe after a trip to the grocery store, just a few bags suddenly feel like you're carrying the whole world in your hands. I used to think, maybe it's just old age. But I later realized, growing old doesn't mean growing weak. It just means we need to train smarter. Picture this. You're standing in front of a mirror. You place your hands gently on a wall and slowly push yourself away, then back again, like a door opening and closing with intention. Each push says something powerful. I still own this body. Push-ups, a movement often seen as for the young, turn out to be one of the keys to preserving independence after 60. Let me tell you about a patient of mine. Donald, 68, came to see me after falling while trying to get off the sofa. He said, "Doctor, I felt like I had no control. I didn't have the arm strength to lift myself up." I showed him a simple version of the push-up, done against a wall. The first week, just 3 reps every morning. By week 3, he was doing 8. After 2 months, he could stand up from a chair without needing anyone's help. He smiled and told me, "I don't need anyone to help me anymore, Doc. A wall is all I need." Even basic wall push-ups can activate chest muscles for posture and opening up the lungs, shoulders and triceps for carrying groceries, opening doors, dressing yourself, core muscles for balance and spine protection. According to the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, seniors who performed wall push-ups 3 times per week for 6 weeks gained 25% more upper body strength and improved their ability to rise from chairs without assistance. But many do push-ups the wrong way, causing shoulder strain or back pain. I always remind my patients, keep your body in a straight line. Don't arch your back. Don't flare your elbows too wide. Keep them at a 45-degree angle. Breathe with purpose, in through the nose as you lower, out through the mouth as you push. Start gently, like giving your body a warm hug. You don't need to drop to the floor. Begin with wall push-ups. Then, when you're stronger, try incline push-ups using a kitchen counter or sturdy table. Eventually, you can progress to knee push-ups. No rush, no pressure. Each push, even just one, is your body's quiet declaration. I'm getting stronger. I'm better than yesterday. I often tell my patients, do your first push-up in front of a mirror, not to admire your body, but to see proof that you still can. Give your body a chance. You might be surprised, because something as small as a push-up can help restore your independence.
Once told me, "Doctor, my legs don't hurt, my back isn't aching, but I feel weak, like there's nothing behind me to support me." I knew exactly what she meant, because I had felt that too, walking upstairs, holding the rail a little tighter out of fear of losing balance. Why are your glutes so important? Most people think weakness comes from aging knees, but research and real-world experience shows that weak glutes are the silent culprits behind unsteady walking, difficulty climbing stairs, and frequent stumbles. Strong glutes stabilize the pelvis, protect the lower spine, power each step, help prevent falls, especially when stepping up or down. A study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that after just 4 weeks of glute bridge training, older adults experienced noticeable improvements in lower body strength and balance. Now imagine, you're lying in bed, knees bent, hands at your sides. You breathe in, then slowly exhale, lifting your hips off the bed. No strain, no rush, just quietly awakening a strength that had long been sleeping, like a single candle glowing back to life in the night. How to do it? Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Place arms by your sides, palms down. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes and raise your hips to form a straight line from knees to shoulders. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower slowly as you inhale again. Start with 3 sets of 10 reps, 3 times per week. And remember, don't use your lower back. Let your glutes do the work. Martha, another patient, was afraid to walk without placing chairs around the house for balance. I showed her the glute bridge, right on her bed, every morning. After 3 weeks, she said, "Doctor, I walked through the park yesterday without my cane." I smiled, because with every lift of her hips, she wasn't just rebuilding muscle, she was rebuilding her belief in herself. Some tips. Don't overlift. Keep your back neutral. If your back feels strained, place a towel under your lower spine for support. Once you're confident, try single-leg glute bridges, but only with control and stability. I always tell my patients, train gently but consistently. That's how you build lasting strength. You may not see your glutes. You might not think about them every day, but trust me, they are your foundation. And each time you do a glute bridge, you are rebuilding that foundation, until one day you'll walk taller, not because you're younger, but because you're stronger. Start your morning with 3 minutes of gentle stretching. Good morning. Let me ask you something simple. This morning, did you greet your body? We often wake up and rush, look for our glasses, grab the phone, pour a cup of coffee. But sometimes, what your body needs first isn't caffeine. It's a real, honest stretch. Why is morning stretching so important? Once I turned 60, I noticed it myself. Each morning came with stiffness. Not pain exactly, but tight joints, a stiff back, and a foggy mind.
A study from the National Institute on Aging found just 3 minutes of light stretching in the morning can improve circulation, increase alertness, and reduce the risk of falls. Simple, right? Yet many of my patients skip it entirely. Now I want you to imagine this. You've just opened your eyes. Sunlight is slipping through the curtains. Instead of jumping out of bed, you stay still and take a deep breath. You reach your arms overhead, stretch your spine long, like you're waking up each vertebra one by one. You slowly sit up, roll your shoulders a few times, tilt your head gently side to side, and bend forward a little, not to exercise, but simply to greet the new day with intention. Just 3 minutes, here's how to do it. Lie on your back. Reach both arms overhead, stretch like a cat, hold for 5 seconds, breathe. Sit up. Roll your shoulders forward and backward, 5 times each way. Bend gently forward, hands to knees or shins. Hold for 10 seconds. Stand up slowly. Twist your hips gently left and right. Smile. All you need is your breath and gentle movement, and you'll feel your body come back online after a full night of rest. Mr. Bill, a retired school teacher, once told me, "Every morning I wake up, I feel like I've aged another 10 years. I asked him, "Have you ever taken a moment to greet your body before starting the day?" He laughed, then tried my stretching routine each morning. 2 weeks later, he came back beaming. Now I don't just get out of bed more easily. My mind feels sharper too. Every morning feels like a fresh beginning. From a doctor's perspective. During sleep, your joints and muscles pause from movement. If you rise too quickly, you risk dizziness, muscle strain, or even a fall you might not notice until it's too late. Morning stretching activates your nervous system, warms up your muscles, loosens stiff joints, helps blood flow to your brain. It's like gently turning on the heater on a cold morning. Final thought, a tiny habit, a big result. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need complicated yoga. All you need is 3 minutes, in bed or on the floor, to say, "I'm in charge of this body today." Because each new day you wake up, you're still here. Your body is still willing to carry you, and you deserve to start that day feeling awake, calm, and in control. An elderly gentleman once told me, "Doctor, every day I can stand up from a chair, that's a day I'm still in charge of my life." And I completely agree. Squats, basically sit and stand, are one of the most powerful moves for people over 60. They strengthen your thighs, glutes, and core, the 3 muscle groups that let you use the bathroom by yourself, stand from bed, not rely on anyone when you bend or sit. No downward push-ups required, no gym needed. Grab a sturdy chair and sit down slowly, keep your back straight, stand up slowly without using your hands. Repeat 10 times each morning or evening. Time and again, patients tell me after 3 weeks, "My legs feel more comfortable, my joints hurt less, I'm more confident." Scapular retract in the mirror lately and noticed your shoulders are rounded, your head tilts forward, you're walking with a slight hump. That's not just about appearance. It affects your breathing, causes neck or back pain, and even your self-confidence. Scapular retraction, a simple yet powerful move, can help. Open up your chest, reduce upper back rounding, restore a strong, confident posture. With a light resistance band or even a towel, hold the band at chest level. Pull your hands apart. Imagine grabbing a pen with your shoulder blades. Hold for 2 seconds, then slowly return. Inhale when relaxing forward, exhale when pulling back. Do this 8 to 10 times, 1 to 2 times daily, and watch your spine straighten, your shoulders roll back, and your walk gain a quiet confidence. After 6 weeks of daily squats and shoulder pulls, she called me. I walked to church and sang with my head held high. You know, strength doesn't come from big muscles or heavy lifting. Real strength is the power to stand up, to walk confidently, and to smile at yourself in the mirror. Give your body the chance to train, not to become an athlete, but to preserve independence, dignity, and meaning in your daily life. We can't stop time, but we can choose how we walk through it. I've supported hundreds and thousands of people over 60 and witnessed quiet miracles, not from medicine, but from simple, repeated movements. A calf raise that restores circulation, a glute bridge that reactivates dormant strength, a squat that helps you stand without assistance, a shoulder pull that straightens your posture. There's no magic, just consistency, self-respect, and self-care. You don't need to be 30 again, you just need to respect 60 with knowledge and determination. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. How old are you? What challenges are you facing with movement? Have you tried any of the exercises we've discussed today? Please share your thoughts in the comments, because your voice is here. Please share your thoughts in the comments because your voice might inspire someone else. If you found this video helpful, please like. It helps reach more seniors who could benefit. Subscribe to Smart Healthcare for weekly, easy-to-follow health tips just for those over 50. Share this video with your parents, relatives, or neighbors because sometimes one good tip can change a year of someone's life. Senior health doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to be good enough and rooted in self-love and consistency. Thank you for staying till the end. I'm Dr. David, 60 years old, and I'm humbled to walk alongside you on your journey to strength, stability, and pride. See you in the next Smart Healthcare video.